The Friends of UNH Women's Hockey present Coach's Corner with head coach Brian McCloskey.
Hi, welcome to the Friends of UNH Women's Hockey's Coach's Corner. I'm Phil Kincaid alongside head coach Brian McCloskey. And a big trip to Mercyhurst this last weekend where the Wildcats earned a split. They fell 4-3 on Friday night and then stormed back to beat the Lakers on Saturday 5-2. Coach, just give us some impressions of the weekend.
Well, it was playoff hockey again, much like our Wisconsin series, Phil. The games were extremely hard-fought. Special teams played a big role both nights, and you know, we learned a lot about ourselves. It's probably Mercyhurst did too, but overall it was very entertaining hockey. Again, I'm not sitting there cheering it on, but it was great back and forth. Both teams had a lot of good chances to score, great goaltending. It was exciting. It was a good environment, good atmosphere. You know, tested us for certain, and you know, I think the team showed some great resiliency over the course of the weekend.
Now, in Friday's game, you fell behind early, made a comeback, but fell just a little bit short. Saturday, fell behind early again, but this time you came back and took the lead and didn't look back. What do you think was the difference between those two games?
Well, I mean, the difference is we won. We were able to win. But seriously, I don't know. We played a more solid 60 minutes on Saturday. Friday we came out. I don't think we were tight, but I knew Mercyhurst would come after us, and they got on the board right out of the gate, 20 seconds in or less, and it seemed to fuel them. They were very opportunistic both nights, I thought, and they've got a couple of tremendous players. But I thought maybe Saturday we just had a really strong team effort. I mean, certain players showed up on the score sheet, but a lot of players contributed to that win, and it was across all sections, as you'd expect in a great team effort. I mean, we had great goaltending Saturday. We got tremendous play from our blue line, and the forwards did a real nifty job of finishing off some scoring chances. One
of the players on the score sheet that stood out in that second game was Sadie Wright-Ward.
Yeah.
A couple of key power play goals to tie the game midway through. And she's just had a great season so far this year.
Sadie has. Sadie's been a real instrumental part of our team. We have such great balance, so you know it's difficult to ever single one player out. But those were two big goals, and you know Sadie was very determined, as were all our players. I mean, but you could just see it, and she converted on two chances, and that certainly lifted us. I mean, we've already had a couple of experiences playing from behind, so our team doesn't panic, and that was very evident on Saturday. But, you know, in addition to Sadie, we had, I mean, Leah Craig is playing the best hockey and consistently great hockey. And she probably didn't show up on the score sheet Saturday, but she was tremendous. Kelly Patton and Sam Faber, who are showing up, or did show up, I think, on the score sheet, they scored a huge shorthanded goal. But those two kids have been playing great. I mean, Kelly Patton and Leah Craig, I don't know, it's because they had a lot of family up there or what, but they were just noticeably having an effect on the game every time they were on the ice. Kaylee Herman played great in the net both nights. First night she got, I think they kind of caught her back on her heels right out of the gate, and they got, maybe I'd even say Mercyhurst had a little bit of puck luck, but they buried a couple good chances, and but I thought after that she settled down and played great for us and gave us a chance to win both times, both nights. And our blue line's playing very, very well. I mean, Marty Garland, Casey Bellamy were just instrumental. I think in one of those key goals that Sadie got, Casey, we'd had it in their zone working around, and one of the players fell on the puck by the side of the net, and Casey and one other player, probably Hitchcock, just continued to jam, and eventually Casey pulled it out. And a lot of kids wouldn't have kept after it, and she pulled it out from the pile, and then had the presence of mind to find Sadie on the back door or backside for a huge goal. So many kids. I mean, Nicole Gogan's playing the best hockey of her career. I mean, she's a senior. That's what you want to see. But so steady, so reliable, so smart right now with the puck for us. Maggie Joyce. I mean, Maggie's one of our top plus-minus players. Her defensive play on the weekend was outstanding. She's just, I mean, so many kids are contributing. And, of course, our youngsters. Wakefield had a huge goal on Saturday to make it 4-2. Courtney Bouchard, again, who had a lot of, I think, parents and friends in the audience, played just an enormous role this weekend. She was so visibly having an effect on the game. So I could go down our whole roster. We just have so many kids making contributions right now.
Well, it certainly seems that the team is maturing, especially in these big games against the tough competitors. And you have a tough competitor coming up on Friday when Harvard visits.
Yes, and I know Harvard's excited to come in here. We've had some great battles. They're clearly one of the class teams of Division I, currently ranked number 1, and I know Katie's teams are always well coached. Very skilled, good skating teams. I look for one of the most exciting games of the season. I think it'll be, they're probably going to be as quick a team as we've seen. They're excellent on special teams. They're excellent across the board. So, I mean, I think our team's excited too. I think they're looking forward to the challenge, and we've had some great tests this first half, and certainly that Harvard game closes out a first half that's been filled with some challenges. But what I've been impressed by is how our team's grown over the course of this first half, and I think it's going to serve us well down the stretch.
Great, Coach. Thank you very much. We'll be back next week to take a look at that Harvard game and maybe make an assessment of the first half of the season.